Mini Tigers, it's me, Mrs. B, and I'm so excited to talk with you about one of my favorite topics. Are you ready? You! You are one of my favorite topics because you matter and your feelings matter too. Here at Washington, you really matter to us. How you feel about school and life matters to us. Why? Why do you and your feelings matter to us? Well, it's pretty simple. Because you belong here. You're ours. You're one of our students here at Washington, and you belong right here. You are part of this whole story here at Washington, and what you have to offer is super important. And I can tell you right now, no other person in our building has the same thing you have to offer us. How school feels in your shoes matters to us. And that's what this presentation is a little bit about. How school feels to you matters to us, and what we're doing to help make sure that your experience here at Washington is good. Have you ever heard the term to walk in someone else's shoes? I remember hearing that the first time when I was a little girl. You don't know what it feels like until you walk a mile in my shoes or live a day in my life. You know, that is so true. We never know another person's complete experience. We can only know portions of it, and the closest we can get is when we try. To walk in someone else's shoes is a term meaning to attempt or try to understand another person's experience, to try to understand how things feel for them. When we try to understand how the experience or the event might have felt for another person, we are showing them empathy. And empathy is one of my most valued traits, I guess, if you will, the ability to, and the desire, the want to understand other people and how things are for them. How school feels in your shoes matters to us here at Washington. So for us, the empathy that we're talking about is also the empathy we want to show you. We want to try and walk a mile in your shoes here at Washington. And we want to help show you how to learn how to walk in other people's shoes as well. All right. In our school, all feelings are okay. Not all feelings feel good, though. So even though all feelings are okay, just remember that I could feel sad, though. Sad doesn't feel good, even though that is an okay feeling to experience. So all feelings are okay, but not all feelings feel good. Your feelings, though, matter to us. You're not alone with your feelings, especially the big ones and especially the hard ones. I'm going to share some tools with you that we'll be using this school year that are going to help us with our feelings, big and small. So first, I'll move this over here. We're going to talk about some tools that are going to help us with the feeling, both naming our feelings, understanding our feelings, maybe practicing some of that, role-playing some of that. So some of the tools that we're going to use for that are purposeful people and character strong. Purposeful people is part of our social emotional learning curriculum, as well as they help guide our character trait map for the whole school year. So for example, this month in September, courage is our character trait for the month, and courage is to choose what is good, right, and kind, even when it's hard and scary. So purposeful people is one of the tools we'll be using. And here's another tool that we'll be using this year is called Kimochis. Kimochis are our feelings helpers. This is Bug, Hugtopus, Cat, and Cloud. And these are our feelings helpers because feelings can get messy, but Kimochis can help. So these are their bag of feeling pillows, and we're going to be using them, and they're going to be helping us to learn a lot more about a whole full feelings vocabulary and other important things. But learning about feelings is important, but we also want to teach you and help you learn to share it so that you can learn to share what's going on with you, both positive and negative. So one of the ways that tools that we use this year for sharing it for some teachers is what's called a temperature check, which is just usually a few questions. Some teachers use it weekly, some daily, to check in with their students about how they're feeling. In fact, that's one of the questions, how they're doing for the day. Another way that we are going to be having you speak and share is about your classmate skills. So we have 3 types of ways in which you can take an assessment it's just really survey questions about yourself, about 9 questions is all it is about how you believe you are as a student classmate, like your skills as a classmate. And then it'll help guide us how to support everybody a little bit better, and also what areas that you guys are already strong in. And then I also want to share, this is another thing that we use, which is grades 4th through 6th, is a school climate survey. This survey is built with some of the more specific concerns that 4th through 6th graders deal with. And so that this survey is one that we tend to use for 4th through 6th. Kindergarten through 6th grade can take this one. The temperature check maybe even goes down to other grades, but these are some of the ways in which we're going to help you to share what's going on with you. But we have more. These are just the beginning. Because all feelings are okay, and yet all behaviors are not. A feeling can get too big sometimes, too big for our body, and we're going to do something with that feeling. We all experience feelings in our bodies, so we're gonna learn more about that too, because we do have big feelings, and those big feelings can happen within our bodies, not just within our brains and how we think about it, but how we feel it in our body and how we express it with our body. People also show feelings on their faces. So one of the things we're going to work on this year is how to become feeling detectives, and looking at people's faces to get clues for how they're feeling. And one of our big feelings is mad, for example. So what can we do when we get mad? So that's going to be a future lesson on how to shrink it, thankfully, because we have tools for big feelings. So mad's just one of them, but we will have future lessons also on those things. And so I just want to close my very wonderful mini tigers, just as a reminder that you belong here. Your feelings matter, and you matter, and how school feels in your shoes matters to us. So we look forward to a wonderful school year with you this year, and we really also look forward to you sharing with us how it's going in a variety of ways. And I just want to end on that note for now. Many tigers care deeply about you and about your feelings, and you are precious to all of us. All right, have a great rest of your day. Until next time.